It's about guys slapping each other in the face, and whoever goes down first loses. I couldn't believe that such a sport exists. I was wondering what you guys think of this sport. I think it's just ridiculous. Dana White made a lot of money with that, so shout out to Dana White and good for him. And I haven't been to the events. I've been invited to their events, and I should go sometime. I'm grateful for the invitations, and sometime I should go. But I've not attended any in person. I do think, the first time you see that, I couldn't take my eyes off it for 30 minutes. I was like, they're doing what?
Yeah.
That's a sport? I agree with him. It's like, that's a sport? This is considered a sport?
Yeah.
So I think what you do, it takes a lot more IQ and strategy.
It's funny because it's a very low-skilled sport, obviously. You kind of just stand there and you figure out the mechanics of how to hit someone, and it's not like a incredibly in-depth or intellectual sport. But Dana, being the guy that he is, he understood the power of it, insofar as basically what you're doing is you're taking the climax of every UFC event and you're putting it into one sport where that's the climax is the sport itself. And so it's just basically a sport of knockouts or potential knockouts. Every strike thrown, you're like, is this guy going to get leveled? And so it's basically it's the climax of every striking UFC finish, just condensed into one sport, which is power slap. And the advantage of this is that UFC posts highlights of fights. There's 15 minutes worth of fighting or 25 minutes worth of fighting. Maybe there's 2 or 3 minutes of highlights. Whereas every round with power slap, there's going to be a highlight. People are getting hit incredibly hard in the face. And so for social media, this is exactly what people want. People want highlights. And the sport itself is just a giant highlight reel. And so I think he's grown the power slap Instagram itself alone just to over 10 million followers in a short amount of time. And so for sponsors, for ads, for things like this, it creates an enormous amount of traction and attention, and you can use those huge platforms to advertise on. And so he was smart insofar as he was looking at it like, okay, a lot of people don't consider it to be a real sport, but at the same time, you take all the best parts of mixed martial arts, besides obviously submissions, and you just take those highlights and you just condense them down into a single show, which is now Slap Fight. So I think it's definitely quirky, but also kind of genius.
Shout out to Dana White.